Are you recording yet?
I am.
Because I do want to hear the joke Christina made.
It's an inappropriate joke.
Okay.
Not appropriate for all audiences.
Hold on. Let's hear it.
You know what joke I'm talking about?
Yeah, we're not going to show the picture. But you were over here snickering to yourself, so what were you snickering about?
Alright, so today's prank was texting people being like, oh my god, I just saw someone who looks exactly like you. And then waiting until they're like, oh my god, are you serious? Like, for real? And then I'm like, yeah, dude, look. And then I send them a picture of an ugly ass person. And then just wait for their reaction. So it's hilarious because they're just like, everyone wants to know. If it's about someone, they're like full on, yes, I'm into it. I want to see it. Tell me all about it. So I have their full attention and then hit them with the joke right there. And then it's hilarious.
Yeah, people are always like, oh, you were talking about me? Oh, you saw someone look like me? Let me see.
Mm-hmm. You have their full attention.
But what happened when you sent it to one of your friends?
I mean, I sent it to one of my friends and I had her full attention. She was like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. Like, are you serious? Like, let me see. And then I sent it to her. Anyways, that's how I keep things fun in quarantine, people. I play extremely innocent pranks. That's all I got.
You do love a good prank. I will agree with that. Richard, you got anything to say? I played that same joke on Richard, and he did not think it was funny.
He said, I know, and I'm listening to this right now, and I'm like...
He said, oh, that's cute. You
really?
Try to funny. Like, bruh, I am funny. I have you laughing your ass off on the daily.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Do I sound muffled?
No.
Not at all.
No, not at all. Why? You sound muffled to yourself?
Yeah. Sounded good before, but now it sounds horrible.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay. We ready? She ready? Which both of these cameras are on today? I don't want to be looking foolish.
How about now?
You sound muffled now.
Come on.
Aw, not this guy.
How about now?
Yeah, perfect. Sounds good.
I think it still sounds muffled.
How about now?
It's just louder.
Maybe if you did your E40 impression, I could really tell you what's up. I am ready.
Alright. That sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Yeah, that sounds good. We ready?
Scope.
Okay. All right, y'all. We are back for another nightcap with Short But Not So Sweet. I got the homies here with me. I got Richard on the ones and twos. Richard.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I turned myself down.
We see you.
Not bad.
And I got Skeena on the threes and fours. Christina, sorry. Go ahead. I'm so used to calling you that name. It's just so natural for me. I'm sorry.
What's up, folks?
There we go. They're hired back.
All right.
You guys know I almost fired you last episode?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because we switched?
Because, hello. Hi, folks. Like, come on. I need some energy.
I thought it was funny. And if people really keep... Too. Yeah, people keep up with the pod, they get it.
You right. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We got some good things happening for you. I just want to check in with everyone real quick. What's everyone drinking?
Tonight, I'm having a fine glass of not dollar wine, but pretty cheap wine. It's delicious. It's a cab. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm really into cabs these days.
You throw it into a decanter, you spin it around, and it becomes a totally different wine.
Oof. Spitting big facts tonight.
You wouldn't even know.
No. And it's not dry January anymore.
No, it's not.
So,
we made it.
Cheers. Richard is drinking apple juice. No lie, no cap.
Apple juice is my favorite.
I love
beverage.
Martinelli's, and I always make sure it's in the fridge when you coming through.
And I appreciate that.
I know. It's the little things, honestly.
Yep.
I'm also drinking what Christina's drinking because I love wine, and it's not dry January, so cheers to y'all that made it through because you guys know I didn't. So good. All right, y'all. We are going to get into it. We don't need to do a high and low because we do that on Saturdays, but like, how's everyone doing this week? It's Wednesday. What's the mood? What's the vibe?
Go ahead, Skina.
I felt.
Wait, are we not saying that?
No, we're saying Christina. I know it's natural for it's natural for me.
It's natural for you, but
yeah, you're forcing it.
Why can't you be Skina?
Skina is my family nickname that is reserved for those special people.
Okay.
So everyone else, Christina, Tina, Stina. There's plenty of other nicknames. Let's keep the Skina for my fam.
You can be Stina, but not Skina?
Correct.
Yeah, like Christina. Just don't call her late for dinner. Dad joke.
Oh, I just got it. I'm like, Oh, anyways, what was the question?
How's your week?
I just feel busy. Like from the hours that I start working and the hours that I'm done working, I just feel busy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I come up for air at the end of the day finally, and it's like, whoa, the whole day passed by. So it's been busy, which I don't mind busy that often.
Yeah, it's nice when things are busy.
Yeah, it just passes the time, so.
Totally. Richard, how you doing?
I'm good.
You were reeling a little bit a couple days ago. How are we feeling?
I'm over it.
Wow, that was quick.
I'm proud of you. I'm really proud of you. That's good bounce back time.
Yeah, I can't really focus on the next planet if I'm just sulking.
You're right. That's good advice.
Made some back.
Nice.
Richie. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool. I'm having a great week. I feel really good. I've just discovered this new country song that just like puts me in the best mood, and I love it. And I will literally like vibe to it in the car, and I look crazy. But
do
I don't
me a
care.
favor. Do the listeners a favor. Speak the lyrics. Don't sing it. Speak the lyrics.
No. I gotta get the tune so I remember the lyrics, okay?
Oh, you had one job.
It's Dangerous by Morgan Wallen. Waylon?
No.
I could be dangerous.
No, you can't sing it.
I could be dangerous. I don't want to go downtown doing what we used to. Tired of something. Tired of drinking about you. Tired of thinking about you. I don't know. It's a great song. It puts me in a great mood. I had like a spark of genius today throughout my day, and I'm just like ready. I just feel like this is one of those weeks that is propelling me into the next chapter of my life, and so I'm really stoked about what this week is bringing me. I'm feeling good, living better. So we ready. Happy Black History Month. That's always really exciting because I feel like no matter how many Black History Months we live through, I'm always learning something new. So we got a spotlight today, but do any of y'all got anything you want to say? Where it's February 3rd?
Yep.
Does anyone know why Black History Month is in February?
Because it's the shortest month of the year.
Yeah, you think that's why it is, though?
No, that's not why.
Why?
Well, why?
Because it coincides with
The death of Martin Luther King?
Yes.
But he died in January.
And other events. I think it's his birthday in February.
I thought his birthday was in January.
Yeah, his birthday
That's
is
why
in,
MLK Day.
Yeah, MLK Day is in January. They could have gave us 31 days.
Man, I just learned about this today. I honestly didn't learn.
Well, you'll report back. Because I've always wondered why I never knew. I know February is the shortest month, but that can't be it.
Yeah, there's like a lot of events that
It's unfortunate
coincide.
that it is.
Is it Abraham Lincoln's birthday? Because of his role? Although that's not a good enough reason. I understand.
So whack.
I don't know.
I mean, I get his role, but...
Emancipation Proclamation? Well, President's Week is coming up, so maybe. But if Black History Month is in February because of Abraham Lincoln, good God. We are so far off base.
Yeah.
All right, but I did want to do a spotlight on an African American woman named Dr. Shirley Jackson, honey. Where's my reverb? I need some reverb. Dr. Shirley Jackson, hailing from... Well, she went to MIT. I don't know if that's where she's from, but she's an American physicist who earned her PhD from MIT in 1973. She's experimented with theoretical physics that paved the way for touch-tone phones. Y'all remember what those are, right? Caller ID, I know you know what that is. Portable fax machines and fiber optic cables. She is now the president of a Polytechnic Institute in Troy, New York. And I think that's pretty cool. I always think it's really cool when it's a woman and then a woman of color who's like really paved the way for a lot of the things we do today, which we use caller ID every day.
Yeah. Women in STEM. Black women in STEM.
Yeah, that's dope. I love that. I love this. But this month, I do want every pod we do, I want to highlight a different African American who contributed to our society because I think that's dope.
I have another one that I learned about today.
Oh, wait, let's go.
So another woman in STEM, a woman inventor.
Okay.
Dr. Gladys West
Okay.
was a mathematician, genius woman whose contributions led to GPS, which is used everywhere.
That's dope.
That's dope.
So she was like involved with doing the, like, there's like tons of calculations that go into it, obviously. So she was in charge of, or not in charge, but participated and helped form all the formulas that went into like the positioning over the oceans. So she did all these calculations and
Wow, that's incredible.
That's really cool.
yeah, super dope. So
And what was her name?
Dr. Gladys West.
Is she still with us?
Good question. I believe so.
Nice.
They did like a recent interview on her.
Dr. West is in the building.
She is.
That's dope. Okay, cool. And then, Richard, you're handling the spotlight on Saturday.
No, I got one for today.
I thought you wanted to do it on Saturday.
No,
Okay, let's
do
go.
it today.
Let's go.
Lonnie Johnson, nuclear engineer, mechanical engineer for NASA.
Uh-huh.
But he invented the super soaker.
Yeah, gang, gang. All right, that's
My
so
man.
cool. I love that. That is really cool. All right, so we're going to continue this for all of February because I think it's important. And we do it for the culture. Hold on, y'all. I got to pick up my notes from my phone because my producer over here forgot one of our things, so we had to improvise.
What'd I forget?
You forgot the laptop. And I have to use mine for the TV.
Oh, my bad.
That's okay. All right, so I had a hot take that I thought of, and I'm just gonna say it. The other day, Chrissy Teigen was posting something super crazy on the internet, and I was like, yo, she annoys me. And not because she's a bad person or whatever, it's just like, I don't know, she annoyed me, and I don't know if it's because, I was having some hormonal things happening, but she annoys me sometimes. I think she's great. I think she's a joy. It's just sometimes it's not that serious.
What did she post?
It was just something silly, and I was just like, God, always with I can appreciate silly. I love silly, but it's just like,
Well, you gotta give like a backstory. What was
I don't remember what it was. I just remember being like, God, she annoys me. And I know that's a super unpopular opinion, but she annoys me.
Well, maybe I'll research and see what she did.
It was something, I think it was on Sunday when I wrote this, because I was like, ugh, what do you think?
I think she's rude.
Oh, wow. So this is a popular opinion.
Not
In this
necessarily.
household.
I think she can be rude, too.
I think she's rude, and I think some of the jokes she makes are like inappropriate. Like I can remember the joke she's made about like toddlers and tiaras, and just like she watches a lot of TV and makes a lot of jokes. But I'm like, you're a celebrity who rolls in the same, maybe not the same like circles as these people, but I'm like, you saying this shit only warrants more people to say this shit, and she knows exactly what it's like to be like harassed by fans or harassed by haters.
Yeah, she does.
So why would you perpetuate that?
She like made her Twitter private and blocks everyone, because when all that stuff with toddlers and tiaras came out, that was like it was like around the Jeffrey Epstein and the girlfriend thing, and how the people dive deep into her Twitter, and all these like weird ass tweets about kids came up, and of course she never acknowledged it, and like fine, but yeah, I think she's annoying. I like her. I fuck with her cookbook, like but I just sometimes she's annoying, and like shut up.
I don't know her besides being John Legend's wife.
Okay.
I'm
Well-
sure she's done something else.
She is on lip sync battles with LL Cool J.
Yeah, but she had to do something before that.
She's a model. She was a model.
Okay. Didn't she have like a clothing line or something? I feel like
No.
I could be wrong.
She has a cookware. She has a cookware line and a cookbook.
Okay.
A couple cookbooks, actually. But yeah, she annoys me. That's my hot take for the week. Sorry. Think she's great. Just find her a little annoying.
Okay.
But thank you, Christina, for hopping onto that. Okay, so the Nightcap, we're using this to bring you stories that you may or may not have heard of yet. And my co-host here tapped out of stories, so it's just going to be me. So I'm going to need y'all to go there with me. Okay? The first story I saw was that there is a 19-year-old who has been in a coma for the whole pandemic. Can you imagine? Like, he suffered a traumatic brain injury from a car accident, went into a coma. He's 19 years old, so he's been in a coma for 10 months. He just recently woke up. The accident happened on March 1st.
Wow, that's crazy.
And this story came out yesterday.
Huh.
So I don't really know when he woke up, but I'm assuming it's pretty soon. So his name is Joseph Flavel. Probably said that wrong. He's from the UK. He planned to travel to Buckingham Palace to receive the Duke of Edinburgh Youth Achievement Award in May, but obviously that didn't happen because, he was in a coma. Funny thing is he caught COVID-19 while in the coma.
Wow.
Isn't that
Dang.
crazy?
So a nurse or some
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
sort of provider.
I think that's insane.
So he beat COVID in a coma.
Yes, and suffered COVID in a coma.
That's crazy.
Yeah, super, super crazy. So picture this. You suffer this crazy brain injury, you go into a coma, you wake up, and the whole world is completely different. Like, if we can travel back in time to March 2020, March 1st, it was like, oh shit, this is kind of getting real.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later, the whole world shuts down officially. So I don't even know what that would be like to wake up and the whole world is different. To see people, the article talked about how when he woke up, he saw all these nurses in PPE stuff.
Oh wow.
And can you imagine waking up and people with masks with these garments on and
Right.
woo,
You fell asleep and
you fell
Bad
asleep
dream, yeah.
and super bad dream and you're like, am I still sleeping? But you're not.
right.
You're wide awake, boo.
And
Welcome.
in my head, he's woken up all the way, and he's conscious, and he's whoa, what the fuck? Experiencing it, but in reality, he's probably barely able to move, not
Yeah.
comprehending.
Right.
We're not even really sure if he can hear or communicate.
Yeah, I think the article talked about he was able to smile, he zoomed with his family. His mom's been the only one that's been able to go in the hospital room and see him, and he was able to zoom with his family. And he's recovering in a care home, so I think he's on the road to recovery, which is awesome. But yeah, one of the few adults in the whole world to hear about the pandemic secondhand.
It's crazy.
But I also wonder, what's his state of mind coming out of it? Because, he might not be able to communicate, but there might be so much consciousness and thought going through his mind.
Yeah.
First of all, what do people see or dream about? Or, what are they doing when they're in a coma? Where is
Yeah.
their mind?
Right.
Yeah.
Is it just off? Or are they in some sort of dreamlike state? What's going on? Number two, are you conscious when you come out of it? Can you fathom what's happening? Or are you just, trapped in a limbo dream state of just I don't know what the
Purgatory.
fuck is going on, and I can't speak. It's that
Yeah.
night terror stuff that you've talked
Yeah.
about before,
Right.
but
Sleep
just
paralysis.
yeah,
That's terrifying.
Fuck, that would be scary.
very scary. That sounds like a science fiction novel. That sounds like a movie in the making.
There's been a few
Or-
movies of people being buried alive and in comas.
What?
And then waking up.
What?
No, just
Buried alive?
yeah.
Ooh, Lord in heaven. I've gone under anesthesia before, and waking up out of that was a little terrifying for me. So I can't imagine waking up out of a coma.
That's crazy.
I don't know if you guys, you both have been under anesthesia before.
I've been under anesthesia more times than I can count.
Yeah. So when you wake up out of it, were you? I was freaked out. How was it for you?
No, I always just kind of like that was fast, and they're like, nah, you were down for like 4 or 5 hours. And
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Had some big operations, so it's been about 6 hours, bro.
Yeah. That's no, I was terrified.
Huh.
I was not like, I thought it was fast. Like, I fell asleep and woke up and I was back in the recovery room, but I was terrified. I remember, oh my God, it's so embarrassing, but I was like, I just want my mom. I'm grown.
Yeah.
I'm like 23 at this point.
They always give me like Ativan. So I'm like,
I woke up with a Sprite in my face. I did not get an Ativan, but I probably would have calmed the hell
were you
down.
getting your wisdom teeth pulled?
No, I got my gallbladder taken out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I was
Sprite
like,
though, huh?
it was a Sprite. It was weird. It was
At least
so
they gave you
weird.
something good.
I remember I was like, that was getting loud because I was just like, I just want my mom. I don't know where the hell I am. And I had to get loud with the nurse.
Yeah, they give me like Ativan before I go under, and I'm sure they're like pumping it in when I'm coming out.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah. I'm sure you were feeling good.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you woke up at, like, out of anesthesia?
No. I don't really remember.
That's interesting. That was but I could just imagine, like, waking up out of a coma for 10 months and, like, freaking out and...
I'm sure it doesn't compare to what, to waking up from surgery.
Oh, I'm sure. But that's the only, like, experience I have.
Or maybe it does.
Relative.
It has
You
to
don't
be...
think it compares to waking up out of surgery? I think it would. I think it'd be
I don't know what
much
it's
harder.
like.
In a surgery, typically you wake up conscious, mostly able to do the same things you were able to do before you went to sleep. Coming out of a coma, like, it's one part of your body waking up at a time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's
And,
what
like,
I say. I don't think it compares because when you go under in a coma, you weren't told, hey, okay, count backwards.
Yeah.
You usually
I
just
see
end
what
up
you're
in that
saying now.
fucking coma.
Yeah.
He probably just remembers the car crash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, and there's, like, a loss of motor skills.
Right. So, like...
Muscle atrophy. Oh,
Yeah.
God. No, thank you. That's scary. All right. So that was one story.
Okay.
The next story is kind of a funny one. Police arrested people who pranked LA and changed the Hollywood sign to say Hollyboob, which I always love a good
Oh,
little.
come
I
on.
love a good little prank. What?
Hollyboob.
Hollyboob.
And they're arrested? Let them live.
Yeah,
they were
for real.
arrested, but they were given citations and let go that night
Oh, okay, all right.
because they didn't vandalize it. They
they
brought
do
a
it?
tarp to put over the W and the D. So it was just like you take the tarp down and it was fine. But it occurred Monday with 6 people. But they did it supposedly they did it to raise awareness for breast cancer. Julia Rose, the founder and CEO of the adult magazine Shag Mag, basically was like doing it.
I know. That's Jake Paul's girlfriend.
Who's Jake Paul? Yikes.
Or Logan Paul or one of the fighter.
He's a fighter?
Yeah.
Isn't he a YouTube star that became a fighter?
Yes.
Interesting. Is he good?
That's debatable. He beat Nate Robinson
Okay.
pretty convincingly.
Interesting.
Pretty.
I don't know.
Did you miss that?
I don't pay attention to YouTube stars.
Yeah,
It
me
seems like a
neither.
little kid thing. Like he's like a fan. He's for the little kids. But I don't know. I don't know
I want
much.
to shout out all our YouTube subscribers. Thank you for watching us on YouTube.
Yeah, I just don't know who Logan Paul is. That's
Okay.
fine. There's no shade. I just don't know him. Anyways, his girlfriend did it, but she says the article says that they were doing it to bring breast awareness to breast
Nah.
cancer. But then she goes, actually, I was doing it to get the founder of Instagram's attention because he flags all my videos for nudity, and I'm doing less than what Playboy did. And I was like,
You gotta follow her. I used to follow her.
Girl, what?
She'll put like she likes to be topless. That's her thing. And so she'll
I picked up on that from Hollyboob.
yeah. So yeah, she'll go out of her way to do anything topless. And if you go on her page, you'll see why she's flagged constantly.
Yeah, but she's saying she's like being discriminated against. That Instagram is cherry picking who they flag for nudity and who they don't, which
That's
I agree.
very true.
I think that they
That's
do
true.
do that.
I stumble across pages where it's like, it'll be like a photography page or an
Mm-hmm.
art page, but the girls are fully nude, just in some
Yeah.
sort of sheer, and that gets by.
Was
Like,
it with you that I saw that Instagram, or was it with you?
Yeah, you're at the girl's house.
Yeah. So.
This dude's like has drawings
Oh, okay.
and like naked women, and I'm just like, but it's art, so it's okay. I don't know. The lines are way too blurry when it comes to that. I just like, if you did it to get the Instagram person's attention, then say that, but don't tell me you were doing it for breast cancer awareness.
Yeah, and the thing
That's
is,
weird.
like, I will say Instagram does pick and choose.
Yeah, definitely.
When it comes, like, if you look at her page, it's just a thirst trap. The whole fucking thing's a thirst trap.
Uh-huh.
So, and I mean, she's not like, there's no artistic anything. It's like, look at me drinking my coffee with no fucking shirt. Look at me driving a car with no shirt. Look, it's like, okay, cool. And like, to me, it got old. I unfollowed her. I was like, this is boring.
Yeah. Who wants to see boobs every day? Weird.
I mean, it's not that,
So
but
annoying.
that's not it at all. But it just was like, it's just fucking corny. Like, it's not. It's not even.
I feel you.
It's not good. It's not entertaining. But I don't know. I think her argument's kind of.
I think it's don't sell me on the breast cancer thing, which is dope. Cool. That's great. But then tell me you're mad because Instagram cherry picks. Like, girl, that's like when people like stunt for the gram, like do a thirst trap and then put a Bible verse or this long ass story about how they went through a really hard time this week and like this photo is how they're overcoming it. Like that shit. Like, stop it.
Right.
Like, say what it is and let's keep it moving. Like, I'm mad because Instagram is discriminating against me. Okay.
But they're not.
I agree, they're not. But don't lie and tell me breast cancer. I don't like that. You can't fake the funk with that. That's all I got. That's all the stories I got.
That's it.
Yeah, because I did one for me and one for you.
And you're out of wine.
I am
I
out of
know.
wine, but I'm feeling loosey goosey.
Oh wow.
She feeling good. What's up? What's going on, y'all?
What you got for us,
Me?
Stina?
Yeah. Do you want to do conspiracy theory?
She ain't ready.
I think I'm ready.
She heard you.
I think I'm ready now.
She ready. Okay. She ready. Go ahead.
That
Gosh.
was a good one. Thank you. I like that.
You know what song I was coming?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you name that song, Richard?
Honesty.
She ready. It's Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys.
Yeah,
You know the one.
I do.
All right.
Alicia with the keys.
Vicky, stop doing those dad jokes. I cannot. All right. So, folks, let's continue the conspiracy theories that we
Ooh, the
started last
stairs.
week.
Is it the stairs?
We are not talking about the stairs anymore because
Oh,
the
shit.
Forest Service did reach out to me
Shut up.
and said, shut the fuck up. Just
No.
kidding. I'm just kidding. They did not. Shout out to the Forest Service industry. Is that the name of your industry? Ojalá. Okay.
Park rangers, Yogi Bear, and them.
They don't want to be called Yogi Bear, trust me. Anyway, so these stories, okay, well, actually, I went into another deep, dark dive into Reddit. But these stories originated from that No Sleep guy, Search and Rescue Woods, if you're looking on Reddit.
I have a question before you dive deep. Do you have to like
Okay.
mentally prepare yourself to deep dive into a dark hole of conspiracy theories?
No.
Oh,
What? You're just like do that sober, no chaser?
I mean, I was reviewing the Reddit post for this nightcap, and then it like talked about other things, and I'm like, okay, well, what's that? And then I started researching that, and then
it's
Eventually.
easy to fall down the
Yeah,
rabbit
See,
hole.
but the scary things I would have to do in the daytime.
This
one's
is not
not-
scary.
it's
You
not that
listen
scary.
to conspiracy theories.
Yeah, and I fall asleep
at
to them.
night. Yeah. What are you talking about?
It's not that scary in the room. Sorry, Christina.
We're
Go
talking
ahead.
about the Anunnaki aliens and
I fall asleep before that. I've never even heard that word before. Anunnaki aliens? That sounds like a freaking pasta dish.
watch it.
Gnocchi?
I didn't say that, folks.
anyways.
Allegedly.
All right, but today's conspiracy theories, I want to focus on monsters of the woods.
Allegedly.
All right, so the first story that I want to talk to you guys is about the man with no face. So the story is this hiker maybe he's not a hiker, mountain climber, I don't know. But this man, he's climbed up to the top of this peak in some forest. Of course, the Reddit thread will not say where to protect the person writing this story. So this mountain climber gets to the peak, and he gets to the peak, and he says that he sees a man up there at the top of the peak, and he's wearing like a parka and ski pants. And he says something to this man, and the man turns around, and he has no face. Ooh! Now, the man then quickly tries to descend the mountain and get back down, but he falls. And this is where the search and rescue guy comes in, because he has to save this guy. So this guy falls down a crevice. His leg is broken, and he's like completely in shock. I don't know how long he's been out there, but I think it's been like a couple of days.
Question.
What?
This search and rescue man, is this the same search and rescue man that found the stairs?
Yeah, this is the guy who told the story about the stairs. It's the same Reddit thread that the story's coming from.
So this guy just ran into all kind of shit out there in the woods.
Search and rescue officer.
Whoa.
Okay. He didn't see the man with no face. The hiker who fell and he rescued reports seeing this man with no face.
Whoa.
And there's a couple other stories that talk about that, like seeing a man when you get to the top of a high peak and the man turns around, like a normal looking guy at first, and then he turns around, no face. They fall and they like end up getting really hurt. So that's one story, the man with no face. Which
that's crazy.
Then led me to the next monster. Let me make sure.
But don't you think at that point you're like a little bit delusional? You're probably dehydrated.
I think there's just spirits in the forest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the thing.
I really think there are spirits in the forest.
Okay. I'd agree with that.
Maybe he was a hiker that.
Exactly.
Ooh, yeah, and that's why he's dressed like that. Oof.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, then there is the next monster that we call the Fuzzy Man. So the Fuzzy Man, he actually targets, sorry to say, but children. So there's a couple of stories of, like, you know, moms and families taking their kids to campsites, and all the stories start the same. Like, the families watch the kids so carefully. The kids were never out of their sight. But something alerts them, something diverts their attention, and they turn their head for 5 seconds. They turn back, and one of the kids is gone. Like, nowhere to be found. They're calling them, looking for them, nowhere to be found. So search and rescue has to come in to help find this missing child, and one of two things tend to happen. Either A, the child is found dead, or B, the child is found alive. But things that they have in common, whether dead or alive, they're usually found miles and miles and miles away from where they got lost, almost like seemingly impossible places. Like, I think some of the stories are like the kid was on a cliffside that no way a little 5-year-old kid would be able to climb, or this kid was like in this really hard to reach part of the forest.
Where's this at? Like
in forests across the United States and like Canada.
That's crazy that there's no specific place that they show up in a bunch of forests.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know where the search and rescue officer works. My guess, honestly, if I'm guessing where this man or woman works, is probably like in the north eastern part of the United States, like towards the Atlantic seaboard. Maybe even like north, like towards Canada, is where I'm guessing this person probably works.
Okay.
What was I saying? I was talking about the Fuzzy
That's
Man.
where Lucy lives.
Lucy?
Sasquatch.
Oh.
Lucy.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought Lucy was like that prehistoric cave person.
Yeah, I think that's her.
But that's not Sasquatch.
Lucy is a Sasquatch.
What the fuck?
Like a different type of Sasquatch.
Okay, we're not talking about the Sasquatch today, okay? We're talking about the Fuzzy Man. All right.
Sasquatch is fuzzy.
Look, buddy.
I'm not talking about fuzzy as hairy. Listen to the story.
You were saying that they found a 5-year-old on an edge of a cliff, and there's no way he climbed up there by himself.
Yeah, so some of the stories are like the kid was found dead, but like the kid had recently died. They were wearing the same clothes that they were lost in. They're not scratched up. They look like they've been well taken care of. And in the kids' bodies, they find berries and like something else, berries and some sort of food.
Interesting.
So someone or something has been taking care of these children.
What do they know the cause of deaths? Or...
I think just like succumbing to the elements, I would guess. I'm not sure. They don't say. So then there was another story about a kid who did survive. I think he was found like a couple weeks after he disappeared, and he talks about the Fuzzy Man. And he's like, not fuzzy like hairy, like fuzzy like when you close your eyes and you can't really see well. So like a blurry man is essentially what he's trying to say. And he talks about the fuzzy man being okay, like being nice, not speaking very often, feeding him berries when he was hungry. He says like weird things. He's like a 5-year-old kid, so he says weird things like when he was scared at night, the fuzzy man would make it go brighter, which I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's like a fire that this thing helped or what happened. The kid was also found with like a bunch of sticks that had been tied together with twine, so like some sort of makeshift toy that he says the fuzzy man gave to him. He doesn't really say anything about the fuzzy man being dangerous, but he does say that this man would let him play in a certain vicinity of the forest, but if you went too far, he would like scream this like unearthly sound that really frightened the kid. And then he also talks, what was the other thing? Oh man, I just lost it. He talks about how the fuzzy man let him go, and he says that the fuzzy man said that he wasn't the right kind, and so he lets him go. So looking into these stories about the fuzzy man led me to reading about this other legend.
Oh my god, wait, there's more?
I like it.
It led me to reading about this other
Holy
legend
shit.
called the Wendigo. Okay, so the Wendigo comes from the Algonquin people, and it is essentially like this cannibalistic, like devilish spirit that roams the forests, like eating people, obviously. And so the legend is that these people can turn into the Wendigo by either like being corrupted by like greed or just like shitty things, or driven to cannibalism because of like extreme conditions. So I was reading all about all these legends and like people experiencing it. There's like all these stories about like, oh yeah, he went to my campsite, he like scared me when I was camping. But then I was reading deeper into the origins of the Wendigo and where it comes from and how it came to be. So apparently back in like ancient times, pre-colonialism, the Algonquin people, obviously, you know, life's rough. You're living out there, there's not much, and there would be times when people would, you know, starve.
Is this like a Native American tribe?
Yeah, this is like a nation of Native American tribes. It's like a people.
Okay.
And so they live in like the north what is it, northeast Atlantic Canadian area.
Eastern Seaboard.
Well, they don't live on the Eastern Seaboard. They live on like the border between Canada and the United States.
Gotcha.
What was he saying?
Wendigo, you did a deep diver.
Oh yeah, so like the origins come from these Algonquin people who are like succumbing to the elements, like driven to starvation because of famine or whatever. And we've heard so many stories about like people becoming desperate and turning to cannibalism, like the Donner Party, other like like I've heard a ton of stories about people in the army like not necessarily going to cannibalism, but things get rough. And so that's where the legend comes from. And then just like there's also this idea called the Wendigo psychosis, which is like people turning to cannibalism or like really wanting to eat flesh or becoming really terrified of becoming a cannibal. That's the story of the Wendigo. So apparently the Wendigo haunts the forest. Oh, it looks like a stag / human, so like a male deer / human. So
whoa,
if you see one of those roaming around,
look out.
A stag. Wait,
Yeah.
you think you like stags? That's kind of like your thing.
I like deers, yeah.
Deers. Interesting. Okay, so I heard a story on TikTok yesterday. And, no. And it was about this Wendigo. Well,
Really?
They didn't name it the Wendigo, but that they've stayed in like national parks and they heard screaming, like blood-curdling screaming of families deep in the mountains or high in the mountains. And this person called the police like, hey, something's going on. I hear a family screaming. And the police were like, the Parks and Rec will take care of it.
Oh.
And when she like checks in to be like, hey, so what happened with the ranger's like, nothing happened.
Oh.
But then, so it was like it was the story, and then someone duetted it to be like, yes, this is 100% true, that there is like cannibalism, people that have like, what do you call it? Like recluse?
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Like in the mountains that are cannibals in these national parks that like wait for people to like get lost, hike these things, these mountains. So like it's a thing.
So they're keeping it on the low, like they
yes, the the rangers, like, they don't want to deal with it. Like, they don't want to risk their lives for this kind of thing.
You can just go in there.
Okay, but also to be objective, apparently mountain lions also sound like when they scream, they sound like a blood-curdling woman's scream.
Yeah, they do.
So it could be a group of mountain lions that
Yeah,
they're
no,
hearing.
there's obviously so many theories, but this is like a theme. And now I just saw this thing yesterday, and then here you are talking about it.
Shit goes down in those national parks.
See,
people.
and that's why I don't fuck with the outdoors like that. This is actually I actually have turned into a big outdoors person lately. I do love a good hike. I love a good view. But you will not catch me in these haunted forests.
You will catch me in the forest with that thing on.
Watch out for the fuzzy man.
That fuzzy man better watch out for that 40 on my hip.
Okay,
He
that
doesn't care.
that is a different story. But I'm just like, we were not raised in the family like, let's go hiking for our vacation. It's more like,
Hey, I have an idea. Why don't we go camping for a weekend? That was never.
We did it once as
literally
kids. We did it once as kids, and we never did it again.
That's
Nope.
my summer plans. That's literally.
But you go to a lake, you go stay in a cabin. Like, it's different. Like, I would do that, but I'm
I
not.
stay in tents.
You're not.
Too.
I won't do that. That's not. No. No. I will not do a tent. I will do a cabin. I will do that. I do like the outdoors, don't get me wrong. But you're not going to catch me hiking Half Dome late at night.
Yeah, I grew up going camping and doing all that stuff. But I also, my dad also, taught me about the mountain lions and how they will stalk you and how, we've been stalked by a mountain lion and he's stalking you. He's really far away and he's watching. We can look back and he's there.
What do you do?
You fucking leave. But, I mean, or you come prepared. My dad usually keeps a weapon on him, so, or growing up, he kept a weapon on him, so we're ready. So, now that I've transitioned to adulthood, if I'm going to be in a place like that, I'm going to protect myself.
Yeah, and that makes sense to me. That was just never our thing as a family.
Right.
We like to go to resorts.
You guys are
Drink
young ladies too.
pina coladas.
Yeah. Obviously, life was like.
Why is that different?
It's a little different. Like, Dad was.
I disagree.
Okay, why though?
Yeah,
Because we didn't grow up camping.
I don't
just
think
to
going
disagree.
camping. No, I don't think camping has anything to do with whether you are boys or girls.
Yeah, but
going to a resort, taking your daughters to a resort, that's a little more
I
normal than teaching your son about how to shoot a 9mm at a stalking mountain lion.
Okay, but I still disagree that that's the reason why.
I get what you're saying. But I get what you're saying too. But I honestly, that just wasn't what we did. And I just think is a preference thing. Like, my dad just was not. I don't know if he was ever into that. My mom for sure was not.
It's just a lot more common. Like, it's really rare. Like, it happens, Christina, for sure. But it's really rare, like, when girl dads teach their daughters those kind of things.
I don't think it's rare. I just don't think it's
it's
heavily present in our society.
Yeah, in the Bay Area, like, dads aren't teaching their
Daughter,
that.
yeah. So it's rare.
It's rare here.
Right.
It's rare here, but I'm sure we go to the Midwest. Girls know how to do that.
That's why I disagree.
Oh.
Okay. Fair. Okay, well, that's interesting. I just don't really feel like hiking Half Dome at night and, like, risking the chances. But I'll do it in the morning with you.
Okay. Oh, remember we were going to talk about your dating saga.
There's nothing to update. I haven't tried the grocery store thing yet.
Oh my God.
Why don't we talk about
no.
Curvy McPurvy?
No.
Just around the river bend.
You know who it is.
Boomerang.
No. Why? No.
Butt bandit.
I
got him for days.
I went to the grocery store and there were a lot of good-looking men. I was like, oh my God, this is exactly what Richard's talking about.
Did you linger?
I didn't tell you there'd be good
No,
looking men. I told you there would be
I was running
opportunities potentially.
I was running late. It was like 3:30. I knew I had to be here by 4. No, but there were a lot of gentlemen there. I will say that I think that February puts everyone in their feelings, single people specifically, and like just be careful, people, because old flames are about to come through, trying
like
to
a boomerang.
like a boomerang, trying to secure that February 14th spot. Do not be fooled by the fuckery.
Gotta curve them.
Orbiters,
yeah. I recently had an orbiter happen.
Did you curve them? To the left?
Low key, I did.
Or to the right?
Curve to the left. To the left, just like my girl B says. I just am like not interested in that
Does
right now.
he listen to the podcast?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I have no idea. Don't care. If you do, great. If you don't, that's fine. But yeah, just be wary out there. And I hear that like I had a conversation today and they were telling me that like old flames from their life like pop in and out every now and then. I think that's crazy. Like if you see someone has moved on,
right,
like leave it there. I just can't imagine like trying to like pop back in to someone's life when I know like they good. Let's just
it's kind of disrespectful.
I think there's a lot of finesse into knowing when your time is done, like knowing when your chapter's closed, and to respect that, because I think that's corny to like pop back up when you know they're okay, when you know they've like moved on, like for what?
Right.
Yeah, I've had a lot of orbiters in my trips around the sun. I had to block them this year. I was like, I'm done. I'm so sick of them popping up out of the woodworks. The same old like
same game.
Yep.
Same like the same routine. It's just like, come on, bruh. Like either put in some effort if that's what you really want, or get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Because there's people in life that will welcome an orbiter. Should we explain orbiters? Orbiter is like, we think we've explained it, right?
Yeah.
But real quick, it's just like someone that you used to date, used to see, maybe used to like fool around with, and they just like come back at random times in your life and like orbiting.
Mm-hmm.
So they say, what's up? That W, I hate, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm. The W.
Do?
YD.
Oh.
You don't like that?
Oh my God.
No. It's so lazy.
It's not even it's an acronym. Go away.
Right.
I am grown.
We talked about this.
But it's a pod that never aired.
Yeah.
It's in the Lost Files.
Yeah.
We did. WID, gross.
But
so lazy. So low energy.
The other night too, right? When this orbiter guy came back, and you guys posed a question about the double text or some shit.
Oh, you're talking about last night. In our real lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You said not to play games. I agree. Don't play games. But I'm also like, I'm not here to entertain your loneliness.
But lay it out for them so they understand.
You gave her that advice? Okay. I gave her the complete opposite advice.
No. Hold on. Lay it out so I can explain.
An orbiter tried to say what's up to me.
Right.
Late at night, of course.
Always late at night.
Always late at night. And I thought it was you, so I ignored the text.
The fuck?
We had just got off Clubhouse, and I was like, oh my God, this guy again. It was late. It was like 11:30.
But
I thought it was you, so I didn't even look at the text.
Oh, gotcha.
I thought it was you. I knew you were alive and well. We just got off Clubhouse 30 seconds before. And so I went to sleep. I actually went through my phone Sunday, and I just like got rid of all these contacts I don't need anymore. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
And his contact was one of them, but I didn't delete the thread we had. And thank God, because I would have never known it was him, because all it said was, hey.
Right.
That's all it said was, hey. And thank God I didn't get rid of the thread, because I would have never known.
Okay, so before I knew who it was,
mm-hmm.
you explained it as like, hey, an old flame hit me up.
Yeah.
Christina says I should wait for the double text.
Yeah, because he's a double texter.
And what I said was, don't play those games.
Yeah.
Those chase me games are corny.
Yeah, and I don't think that would be playing a game. I see both of the points, but I'm very impulsive, and I just want to know what the fuck do you want? Like what?
Right. But knowing after you've explained who this person is, it's like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, then I don't even understand what the debate is at this point because you don't really have a high opinion of this person.
No. I mean, the opinion is whatever.
But why even wait for the double text?
I don't really know them well enough. Because he's lazy. Like, Christina's point is, like, let him put in some work. Huh. You don't need to, like, go running after, and, like, I would never, but I'm also impulsive, and I just want to know, I want to know what you want and get it over with.
And my thing was, so whenever, like, I'm not speaking for all guys, but when I was out there in them streets and I sent out a hey, I wouldn't send out a hey. It would be something more clever than that. But if I don't hear anything back, best believe that same message is getting sent to 5 different girls. Yeah, it's a numbers game. I'm not. So you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so the whole like chase me game is like, it's corny because I'm.
Yeah, but I'm not concerned about the numbers game in this situation. Like, I'm annoyed. Like, say what you want. Don't, like, just be, I'm very forward. Like, I do not mince words. I'm pretty, like, what you see is what you get. So, like, say what's up. Like, hey, I've been thinking about you. Do you want to come over for dinner? Like, or hey, can I call you? Something like that. Not just hey. This is a grown man. Like, what? Boy, get out of here. Right. That's where I'm coming from.
I think this guy has lied about what his intentions are.
100%.
And I think he's not worth any energy at all. So waiting for the double, because like when he texted you, you really wanted to just snap at him,
of course,
and make sure that you gave him your mind. And you often want to do that, and I often tell you, who cares? Like, this person is not going to reciprocate with the energy that you want. Like, honestly, I think you're just going to feel disappointed with their reaction, so it's not even worth the energy.
Because they are often disappointing.
Yes, and so for me, like, that was where my line was. Like, wait for...
Gotcha.
Mine would be more like, fuck that guy, like, block him. But I also, like, I don't know. We're bored.
I'm a little bored.
We want a little bit of game.
I'm a little bored. I'm a little intrigued. Like,
totally.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was into this dude when we first met. Like,
totally.
There was a lot of great things there.
Yeah, dude. I get bored too, and I'm like
sideways,
dude. And sometimes I do play games, and I know I'm playing games.
Yeah,
but I'm like, I'm just bored.
Honestly, it's fun.
It can sometimes be fun,
and like, I know that's an unpopular thing. Like, don't play games, but like, if it's a game like we both know we're doing, like we're both doing this tango of the late night text, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, and I think he's just like lied about what his intentions are.
Totally. And now I'm like for the first time, like, he had to put his money where his mouth is, because anytime I've like kind of checked him, he like won't respond, but yesterday he did.
But I think him not responding is not him putting, I don't think it's you checking him. I think it's him being like, shit, like, this is too much energy, I'm not gonna put any effort towards it.
Too much work.
I think that's what it is. I don't think he's hearing you and cares about what you say.
No, I don't think so either. But yesterday he did respond, and I'm still not giving it that much energy. I like said what I had to say, and that's that.
Yeah, I've just been so disappointed with men's energy.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I mean, I said it straight and like was like, yo, like, you and I are not looking for the same things right now, and he was very receptive to that. So I'm gonna keep it cool. I think it's don't burn bridges if you don't have to, but yeah. And I'm telling you, I'm like, February 2nd, right on time.
Yeah, true.
These men are getting lonely. They want to lock down that February 14th date.
Oh my God.
It is interesting.
These men, what are you talking about?
No. You've made plenty of assumptions about women. Don't be all butthurt when we say these men, okay?
But we're talking about specific types of men. We're not talking about men in relationships.
Okay, I know, but not all men are. I mean, you got to pick them better. That's what it comes down to.
I agree, but there's been times when men aren't forthcoming.
And even a good man can in a place where he's not willing to give you the energy. Like, I could be talking to a good man. If he's just not feeling it or he's not in that place, he could still play games and be shitty. Yeah. And I can still feel like he did me wrong.
Right. And nobody in the world is going to make a man act right unless they want to. So I think that's important for people to learn. Like, no one's going to act right unless they want to. Yeah. So if you feel like, and like, you can't take that shit personally, because even for me, like, You can't, if I don't care, you can't make me care. I have to care on my own volition. And, like, I don't want someone, like, these people who are in relationships and, like, well, I've threatened to leave them, or they've cheated on me and now they're staying with me to prove a point. It's just like, why? People should want to stay. People should want to do right by you.
You gotta convince a person not to do something, then you shouldn't be able to.
I am not gonna sit here and convince someone to do right by me. Either you do or you don't. And if you don't, keep it moving.
Yeah, and this man that we're talking about on paper looks great.
Great.
When he stated what his intentions were, yes, loved them, but those things aren't coming to fruition.
And yeah, his like I said, like I will always watch how you move rather than what you're talking. And the way you move in is a little funny, so I'm gonna dip. I'm gonna leave because I don't like that.
It sounds like we're disagreeing, but I think we're all in agreement that this guy is trash.
What are we disagreeing on?
No. He says it sounds like we're disagreeing, but we're not.
Yeah, no.
Which I agree. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, don't come over here with that weak ass energy.
Right.
Like, okay, maybe you do want to lock down a stupid Valentine's date, then like put some energy into it. Don't hit me with the hey.
Yeah, you could have just came
lazy.
Lazy, like.
Or you just got no game. Maybe he just doesn't have.
I think that's what it is.
A lot of guys don't have.
I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but
I'm sure you would have responded a lot better to like some funny or something.
Yes, of course. Like, hey, how are you? Haven't heard from you in a while.
Right.
That's totally fine and normal, I think.
Right.
And more appreciated than hey. Hay is for horses and cows like it too. That's what I gotta say about that. But yeah, guys, watch out for these weirdo orbiters. Especially if you're in a relationship and they come through like, girl, bye. Boy, bye. Whatever it is, bye.
Yeah.
We don't need to mix those types of companies. We'll see. Stay tuned. I don't really see much coming from this, but it's a fun development. It's something different, I guess.
For sure.
It's usually Christina sharing her stories. Now I finally have one.
Did you get unbanned?
Oh yeah. What happened?
Still being ghosted so far. So
wow.
Stay tuned, folks.
Hinge,
not responding
what's up?
to your emails?
I haven't gotten a response yet. I'm hopeful though, maybe one day.
Oh.
It's okay, I'll just go on a different site.
Should we do a hash?
Seriously.
Should we do it like a free?
Hashtag free Christina. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should really do that.
Let my profile go. Let the men see me.
I'm sorry, we put a hashtag, my B. I will never do that again.
So she can just wait for the double text.
Yeah.
It always comes through.
Hinge wants, it really does.
You just gotta wait.
It really does. They will always, well, I don't know. Not always, but people will hit you with a double text if you know it. You know, you feel it in your gut when they're like, wait on it.
That's a weird thing though. Like, if you didn't get nothing from the hey, what is the follow up?
Yep.
Did you get this or?
Yep. I agree. I will never send a double text unless it's to like.
That's what I'm saying. So don't you question anybody that would ever send you a double text?
Oh, excuse me.
I think the double text would be a follow up, like what's up, or like a question mark. Yeah, I've gotten plenty of double texts on just a hey, because I definitely do not respond if it's just hey, or if it's how's your day. I've stopped responding.
Oh my God.
See, and I think that's key for weeding out some of these shitty people because if that's like from the gate, you can just eliminate some weirdos because if a girl is like, hey, and I don't respond, it says delivered or read or whatever, I fucking saw it. So there's no question mark or another form of hey that's gonna make me respond. I'm just gonna be like, whoa, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, chill. Like, I didn't respond the first time, so that could be where you guys are going wrong, responding to these double texting ass niggas.
Why is it us going wrong? Why is it not these double texters?
Because sometimes it shows more energy.
I'm talking about like siphoning through the trash. That's an easy indicator.
But
like,
I'm gonna be real.
This guy's a little weird.
Sometimes we want the double text.
You don't even know me. Why are you double texting me?
I don't think about it that way. I'm over the like stigma of double texting, like desperado. Like that's not what I think when a double text comes through.
What do you think?
I just see it as communication. I don't think of it like, oh my God, he's so desperate to get my attention. No, I don't think about it that way. I'm just like, whatever. I double text all the time. I triple, quadruple text you because I'm in the middle of the conversation or because you're not answering me fast enough and I'm trying to make a joke. So,
but that's different. That's like in the middle of a conversation.
I guess
I'm talking about like a first.
I don't think so much about the double text when I'm like coming to an idea of what this person's character or energy is like.
Right. I'm talking about when you're trying to form an opinion of a person's character.
And I don't consider that much when forming an opinion.
I think it depends on what the double text is. Like, I've gotten double text where it's like they send the same thing. Like, if it's hey with 3 Y's, they send like copy paste. It's just like, yeah.
Lazy.
I got you. I need a little more. Like, make me want to respond to you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not talking about like an established like conversation.
No, I know.
Or like
but I'm talking
you have a rapport with this person and they're like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not talking about like when I double text you and I'm like, hello, are you there?
That's normal.
That's normal.
Right.
That's so normal. But I'm referring to like
courtship.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. Like,
yeah, but like if you hit me with a double text and it's like a follow-up, like, hey, like saw your pod, thought it was funny or whatever it was, then it's like, okay, cool, like a little more energy. Sometimes I just need a little more energy.
Right.
Little more like effort.
Yeah.
I'm all about the effort.
Mm-hmm.
But let me be clear, I didn't respond to this guy with, hey, how are you? Oh my God, it's so great to hear from you. I literally said hi.
Right. Match.
And then she read him his rights.
Yeah. I think it's important to match energy.
I did match his energy.
And you're not sure.
And I said it straight and it was fine.
Hit you with the O.
He hit me with an okay.
Oh, okay.
He said, oh, okay. Well, that's that. And then I was like, yeah,
correct.
Man. Yeah, man. Like, I think you're great. I just think we want different things. And that was that. And he was like, okay, well, why don't you come hang out and we can talk? It's like, talk about what? Talk about what?
Are you listening to what I'm saying?
No,
are you responding
right, like,
to what I'm
saying? Right, like, what do you want to talk about? Like, you don't want to talk. And I don't want to talk. Like, we all know, like, that conversation is non-existent. So, yeah, that's where it's at. It's fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Bye. Next.
He could at least try to, like, pull up.
Yeah, he could have. Like, if you want to talk to me, you can come through. I don't want to talk. We're good. I got that. Like, I know it's at the end of that rainbow.
Huh.
Next, we'll see. Whatever. But yeah, be wary of these orbiters. Especially right now.
I had an orbiter who was such a gaslighter. It was crazy. This person would be lying to my face. I have like hard, clear evidence of this person's reality, of what's really going on. Like, this person had a girlfriend, this person had a wife, this person was doing this, was doing that. I have hard evidence of it, and they're just lying to my face. And I'm like,
a girlfriend and wife at the same time or at different times?
No, it's just different times. This person has orbited many times.
Got it, okay.
Like, planet Mars around the sun type of orbiting.
They just keep hitting you up.
Oh, all the time. Such a gaslighter. And it's crazy because you try to, like, confront them with it because you have some, like, intelligence, and they're so deep in their... What's the word? So deep in their...
Delusion?
Why?
Yes. That they...
How's the wife? He's like, what wife?
Exactly. How's the fiance? What fiance? Oh no, we're just pretending to be on fiance, but we're not really on. Like, this is this man's story. Like, we are pretend fiancés to not get people to ask us questions, but we're not really fiancés. So
what?
It's perfectly fine for me to be orbiting to you.
Why does he care that much what other people think to think of this extravagant lie? Or you're saying that's what the lie is?
That's what the lie was.
He's trying to gaslight you.
No, that was the lie. And I'm like, you are so stupid that you think you can gaslight me.
You're so stupid that you think I believe you.
Yes, like, you sound crazy. So,
I always think, like, when people, like, go into those extravagant lies, like, what do you think that low of me?
I know.
I think I'm that stupid.
Yeah, you think I'm that stupid that I would believe that?
That's an insult.
It is insulting, but I think it's more like he really thinks he's that.
That
like,
dude.
yeah, to be able to do that. No, he thinks too highly of himself. I don't think he thinks lowly of me. I think he just.
Do you think he's a narcissist? Because that's
100%.
Okay, so that's the thing with narcissism. Like, they are serial liars.
Oh, for sure.
And because they believe their own shit, which is why it's a mental illness.
And
Call me a narcissist.
I did.
Why you do that?
A long time ago, I did.
You take it back?
No.
What?
I don't think you're a narcissist in the way that the DSM-5 will call you a narcissist. I think I don't think you're a narcissist with like you have a mental health issue with that.
I think we're all narcissists.
I think that you should rock your own shit for sure. But do I think the cocky side of it? Absolutely. Yeah, we all, and I think that's the thing. I don't think cockiness is so bad. It's bad when no one can tell you shit about you. Like, I know I am this and that, and you will not tell me otherwise. Like, people aren't willing to grow. But no, I will take that. But I didn't call you narcissist in the real way. I was trying to be a dick.
But I think you're right. I think we all are narcissists to an extent. I think narcissism exists on a spectrum.
Totally.
Right.
And we are all on that spectrum.
That's a nice way to say it.
There's a sick.
Yeah, it's like a dangerous side and a more like normal self-confident side.
I would think that this
just a little vanity. Just
yeah. But I think like you should always be your number one fan. Like if anyone's gonna believe in you, it better be you. So I would agree that there's a spectrum to it. But no, I don't think you're a narcissist in the way that this dude is.
No.
This dude is a narcissist in a sick, gross way.
Like emotionally debilitating,
predatory way.
He's not a predator. He's just like emotional. He's like his growth is stunted. He's like he didn't grow that emotional intelligence that you need to like be an adult, functioning adult.
No, I do not think that that's you, Richard.
No, I wouldn't say that's
I apologize.
It's okay.
But didn't you go and write a song about it?
I did.
Yeah, why are you apologizing? We're all narcissists. We just said that.
Yeah, but the song is highlighting like I'm recognizing my. Actually, I'm not. I think it's super vulgar, and I'm talking about sex and stuff. But it's
what? Sex.
It's typical.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, Richard. I've only heard a snippet of the song. What'd you call it?
Narcissist.
Yeah.
But it's like it starts off where I'm just like, hey,
but call me a narcissist. I'm about to lay this track down.
Yeah. I think I made that song before you called me that. Which was really funny.
When you played it for me, you said I wrote this song after you called me a narcissist.
When did you call him a narcissist? Were you guys like joking or were you guys in your fight?
I probably no. This is like years ago.
Yeah. I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna release that song.
You should.
I bet you are. I bet you are.
And you're gonna love it.
I'm gonna love it because it's inspired by me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, stay tuned. We never know how the story develops with these orbiters. I think I'm a little bored, so I'll entertain it for a little while. But I will also
I'm pretty honest and realistic about what I'm looking for.
Yeah. And I'm just.
And I don't know. Yeah.
Well, whatever. I think I am. Like I said, I feel like this week I'm stepping into a new chapter in my life. And we'll just see what that holds. I'll never discriminate against the experience, but also take everything I know with me as I travel through time.
True.
Stroll down the frozen food aisle. I'm telling you.
I know. That is my goal this week is to do that before Saturday.
Dude, yeah, I was at Food Max a couple hours ago, and there were. What? No. But
not mucho gusto, Max.
I love Food Max.
What's wrong with Food Max? It's so
Nothing's
cheap.
wrong with Food Max.
Except their produce. It's not the freshest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's why you gotta go to TJ's. TJ's got that produce on deck, boy.
Vicky, we will not have you talk about Trader Joe's again.
Oh. I didn't say the name. I said TJ.
You used their nickname, which shows a deep familiarity.
All right,
with
what you want me to do? I'm gonna throw up the fizz next time.
No.
Jesus.
All I'm saying is their produce is fresh, and they got fine men in there, and women, and whatever you're looking for. But
why do they wear Hawaiian shirts?
Why?
I don't know. I don't know the history.
What's up with the tiki theme?
Yeah, what is that shit?
I don't know.
Why is all the writing look the same?
You guys, what? I have no idea.
Do they have stencils?
Why do I feel like I'm at the Rainforest Cafe?
It does feel like the Rainforest Cafe.
I like
What
it.
you mean? There is no animated animals, and it doesn't go dark for 5 minutes every 30 minutes.
They have rainstorms.
They have a
They have rainstorms.
At Traders?
Yeah, at the produce aisle.
You're Christina.
and it makes noises.
Yeah.
Hold up before
They
you two get
alert
out of
you
here.
with a thunder sound.
All produce aisles have thunderstorms. Rainstorms. Whatever. Because they have two. What's so funny?
And it's like a 20-year-old guy with gauges and a Hawaiian shirt and a face tattoo.
I hate when I would roll up to Lucky's and it would be rainstorm time.
I love that.
But okay, but why are you singling out TJ's? Every store has a rainstorm. Every rose has its thorn.
Okay, but not every grocery store looks like the Rainforest Cafe.
Every like grocery rebel works at
TJ's.
Yeah.
For sure.
Blonde dreads, gauges, face tats.
Yeah, I don't care about
shirt.
this job.
Handlebar mustaches.
I care about the environment.
Yeah, but they know all this shits about the arugula. I'll put you on game.
And if you don't know what they know, you're canceled.
They like grocery bully you.
I don't know where y'all are shoving them, but I've never felt that way at TJ's.
I walk in there, I'm like, hey, you got the pink salt? You mean the Himalayan salt?
You're lying.
Nah, facts. This was years ago. It's called Himalayan salt. It hails from the Himalayan mountains.
Oh, God. Does it really?
I don't know, dude.
I don't think it
just
does.
need that pink shit. The recipe called for the pink shit, so that's what I need.
You got that pink stuff on the low. I'm just saying, I went to the grocery store today. There were lots of good-looking people in there.
And you did not stay to conduct the experiment. So.
I was on a time crunch. I currently have an orbiter.
You were very busy today.
I was very busy today.
I know. I came home from work and you weren't here, and I was like...
You loved it.
It was like that scene in Broad City when Bevers is finally out and she's like dancing naked in the apartment.
What?
Ew, did you just call me Bevers? Gross.
I said what I said.
Okay, Richard, we gotta show you a clip of Broad City.
What is
so you know what Bevers is, because you would... If you knew who Bevers was, you'd be laughing your ass off right now.
Okay.
He would remind you exactly of Vicky.
No,
Exactly.
he would not. That's so rude.
Oh, it's a dude?
It's a dude. Yeah. No.
I got it.
Bevers is the boyfriend of Abby's roommate, and he's just always there using Abby's stuff in Abby's business. He never leaves. That's what she's referring
He's
to.
naked?
No. Abby's naked because she's so happy he's out of the apartment
he's gone.
finally.
Gotcha.
I'm not seeing what's the huge difference between you and Bevers. I don't see it.
I'm assuming Bevers is a gay man?
No.
Oh,
He's the
thought that's
he's
what
the
you were getting at.
no. He's the boyfriend of Abby's roommate.
Gotcha.
Girl roommate.
Yeah. Hot girl roommate.
I don't want to be Bevers.
Okay, you're thinking too hard about it.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, either way, we should do the grocery store thing.
I know. I do plan to do it. I will report back.
You got until Saturday.
I know. I'm running out of time.
I'm a good wingman, right, Vic?
Yeah, you are.
In the grocery store?
Nah, in life. I always, hey, my homegirl right here, she
Yeah,
supposed to holler at you.
my okay was super sarcastic.
Oh.
I've done that a lot.
That's how I'm a wingman too.
Remember the moving guy? He was.
Oh
They're
my
at work.
God, yes. Oh,
So she says, "Oh my God, he's so whatever."
he was so hot.
I was like-
so hot.
I was like, "Well, he's right there. Go talk to him."
And we were like in Richard's back office, and he goes, "Hey, my man, this is my friend. She thinks you're really hot." And I was like,
That is exactly how I wingman as well.
It's like
It's the most direct. It's like
Right.
we have something funny in common to talk about. You're welcome.
right. Let's just get this shit over with.
Yep.
And you should have seen her turn into a little 14-year-old
I was like,
schoolgirl. She dropped a, "Oh my God." Oh my God, Richard, no.
"No, Richard, no!" Yeah, that was embarrassing. I did not appreciate that. He was so hot, though.
Yeah, well, you missed
Did he
out.
come over?
Yeah,
He-
he literally came back twice.
Yeah,
Lingered.
He did, but I was so embarrassed because he's like, "Yo, she thinks you're hot." Like, what?
I was like, "Hey, get at her, man. Like, what's up?"
I've done that before too.
She's super single.
Sent a message or two. Hey, my sister.
Oh
I
my
think you
god.
guys would be cute.
You guys are embarrassing.
Wait, you like in person?
No, I've sent like messages. Or in person too if I was tipsy enough, for sure. I don't know who I said that to. Most of your friends have girlfriends.
I know, right? Lucky me.
I know.
I've done it somewhere else too.
You do it all the time. Anytime that's why I don't tell you when I find people attractive, because you do something about it. You've done it so many times. So many times.
Well, some would say you're lucky to have a friend like me.
And me.
I would agree I am lucky, but not for those reasons, because nothing ever fruitful has ever come from those interactions.
That's
y'all.
true.
Not because of...
That's
doesn't
true.
sound like because of us. Sounds like you...
Yeah, there's one common.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Element to that.
I
Got
am.
a lot of talk over there.
I'm not embarrassed easily, but that will embarrass me. Hey, she thinks you're hot. Like, we are grown right now. I'm like eating a chicken wing. I'm like, Richard, what the hell? Like, damn. Let me like chew and swallow this before you say that. Look like a friggin' behemoth. How funny is that? Hey, she thinks you're hot. Mouthful of food, gross. Okay, guys, well, that's it for today. We're gonna close this nightcap out, leaving you with these truths. Be careful of the orbiters.
Oh, can I make a suggestion?
Don't put energy into things you don't really think are gonna work out. What? Yes, go ahead.
For Christina.
What?
So I went down like a rabbit hole a couple months ago about these trails in the Fremont Hills
Okay.
that are apparently haunted.
Okay.
Since you're a resident, like, conspiracy historian, I think that'd be really good.
Fremont trails that are haunted. Why
Yeah.
are they haunted by what?
Ghost.
Like what kind of ghosts? Like Native American ghosts?
So apparently there was an old hospital up there.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
so,
always the old hospital.
right. So what I hear is like you can see it on Google Maps. I'm not gonna get into much detail, but I'll tell what I know. You can look on Google Maps and you can see they're called the sidewalks.
Mm-hmm.
And there are sidewalks that go up into the hills.
Okay.
And they kind of end. But there's an area where they say don't go past. Oh, there are tunnels or something. Don't go through the tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
And some people do. They go through the tunnels. The reason I found it is there's a lake up there, Calaveras Reservoir.
Mm-hmm.
We're not supposed to fish in it, but apparently, legend has it, it's like the best fishing in California.
Wow.
It's protected.
Right here?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well, it's a protected space. It's for like emergency drinking water, so you're not supposed to get within any. You're not supposed to get anywhere near it.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Makes sense.
It's like Crystal Springs on the side of 280.
Mm-hmm.
You can't fish that either. But anyway, so I was reading on how to get in there, and then I stumbled upon the sidewalks. So research the sidewalks.
Okay. I will. I'll get back to you on that.
We did get a lot of votes for cults, though, and the IG.
There's some really interesting cults that are starting to emerge right now.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
we should.
new shit?
People starting to speak out on cults. Yeah.
Oh, I think we finished the conspiracy theory because there's so many good ones, and then we move into cults, like conspiracy theories edition.
Yeah. I have one more episode for next week.
Okay, cool.
It's going to be the wildest deaths in national parks.
Oh, God. So this is a series. We're doing a series.
Next week is going to be part 3, and it's going to be a doozy, people. Get ready. Okay? Read your Bible before you come on. Pray to whoever it is you pray to, because we're going to talk about some spooky
Get
stories.
your soul ready.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that.
And then we can jump into some cults. If you have
Yes.
recommendations for cults that I should look into, please send them to our
That one in Hawaii. They
one in Hawaii.
yeah, they just got busted. They
What?
just got busted like 2-3 months ago or something like that.
Oh no,
I
I
don't think
don't
I've
know
heard
what
of
this
that.
is.
Yeah.
I only pay attention to one specific cult.
What's that?
Oh, I'm not gonna name it. I don't want them coming after me.
Yeah.
But Leah Remney. Okay, that's your code word.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what it is, that's fine. Google it.
Yeah. No, that's okay. Oh.
Cults get a little crazy. I'm a little scared to do that.
They get absolutely crazy. Very interesting.
Like, we just reading on the internet and reporting back. Don't
Literally.
be coming for us, okay?
I mean, I don't think a cult's gonna come for you.
Richard,
This quote will.
then you don't know what I know.
Okay.
It gets scary in these streets. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining us. We love having you. We will see you in a couple of days. Love you. Bye.